first graders, Miss Mack here again from Corinth Elementary. This week we're focused on earth science. And of course we've got to talk about the soil. So today I wanted to really focus on giving you real life experience as much as possible online of the different kinds of soils. So hopefully it helps. Let's give it a shot. Okay, so I've gathered different types of soil to show you. Here we have clay soil. It is the tiniest of the soils I'm going to show you. You see big clumps like right here, but that is just because all the tiny particles are stuck together. So if you see this, I would describe it as red. Clay can be black or gray or even a rust. It also can be very sticky when it gets wet. Here is silt. It's a little bigger than the clay. I'll show you that in a little bit. And silt is usually found around wet bodies of water, such as rivers or lakes. When it's wet, it gets slippery. It's not rough or grainy. And here we have sand. If you've ever been to an ocean or beach, you know what sand is. Sand is also the largest particle of soil between clay, silt, and sand. So I'm going to go back over from smallest to largest. Clay is tiny. It's the smallest. Then it goes to silt, which is small but bigger than clay. And then it goes to sand, which is the largest of the three. Here is a picture representation of how from smallest to largest. Here is clay. The clay particles and all of these particles are actually really tiny, but this is so that you get a good sense. There's clay, and then it goes to silt, which is still small, and then sand, which is then the largest of the three. The next clip I'll show you is real life particles side by side of clay, silt, and sand. Okay, first graders, I have now retrieved one particle from each of the three types, and I'm going to get you a close-up, but here they are. We have, there's the tiny clay particle, there's the silt particle, and then there's sand particle. Do you see how the clay is the tiniest, and then silt, and then the largest one of the three is sand? Okay, lastly, I'm in my backyard. I wanted to be a detective and find out what kind of soil I have in my backyard. So, dig this up. Let's see what we got here. It's really sticky, black, some gray. I can mold it. It's grainy too. Based on what I know and what I've learned, I'm going to say I have mostly clay soil. And then I've also made a bowl out of my clay soil. Did you know that some people still make bowls out of clay soil? It's called pottery. So with an adult supervision and permission, why don't you go out in your backyard, dig a little up, test it, check the grains, and see what kind of soil you have.